previous lecture, we discussed about the plus transform and power series. Okay. Okay, so power series is useful in solving differential equations that involves variable coefficients. So for today's lecture, we will discuss a specific function or equation that is useful in heat transfer, wave propagation. So this equation is called the Bessel equation. Okay, Bessel's equation. Okay, so the Bessel equation is of the form x squared y double prime plus xy prime plus x squared minus mu. Mu ni siya. V squared y is equal to 0. So, this is the Bessel equation. So, kaning siyang equation is often ma-encounter din mo sa heat transfer applications or fluid mechanics. Okay, so ang atong main objective ani is to determine the general solution. We must get y as a function of something. Okay? Okay, so now this equation can be solved using the method of Frobenius method. So ang di na nato na discussan ang Frobenius method, no, but the Frobenius method states that since kani siya nga equation x equals 0 is what you call singular point. Ano man? Singular point. Mahimo na sang singular point ang isa ka value if it will make the equation unsolvable or di na siya ma-solve nimo. Ano man? If you divide this equation by x squared, you will get something like this. 1 over x y prime plus 1 minus v squared x squared y. Okay, so 1 over 0 is undefined. That is why x equals 0 is a singular point. So dali ra na mo may mawalan whether ang isa ka equation is sample kung may mo na siyang x minus 1 y double prime, equate mo na siya to 0, x equals 1 is a singular point. Okay? The rest of the values is an ordinary point. So, mauna siya. So, using that one, according to Frobenius, ang solution ani niya would behave the following or would follow this series. Y of x summation of a m x m plus r. Okay, where r is non-zero number, no? Okay, so mao ni siya, mao daw ni ang solution ani according to the Frobenius method. So kani siya, this is just a power series. Again, using the method sa power series, sa ito ginabuhat ani, get the first derivative. So y prime of x is summation from m equals 0 to infinity of m plus r am x m plus r minus 1. Alright? Okay. Get the second derivative. M plus r minus 1 a mx m plus r minus 2. Okay? So, muna siya. And then, ito na i-plug in diri. Y double prime times x squared. Tanaw na to nga natura ning multiply ng x squared. So, x, 2 minus 2. So, mahimong m plus r na lang. Makancel ni negative 2. Kaya na may 2 din. Mahimong ning summation from m equals 0 to infinity of m plus r minus 1 am x m plus r. Tama? Okay. Plus x times y prime. Ang x ni mo 1 minus 1, so m plus r na po. Wala ning lesson. Hindi mo na ning plus summation from 0 to infinity of m plus r am x to the m plus r. And then, plus x squared times y. Ito ning bulago ning duha. X squared y. So, mahimo na ni siyang multiplyan na nato ning x squared. So, mahimo ning summation of am x m plus r plus 2. Okay, so taas kayo. Right? Taas kayo. I hope makita ninyo. Arora. Okay. Minus v squared y. So, v squared din kanina. Minus v squared summation of, this is the y, am x m plus r equal to 0. Okay? And then we will combine this one. No? We'll combine this one. So, okay. So, kaning tulo, 1, 2, and 3 kani. Pwede siya makombine nga naman kay parehag index, pareha pod og exponent, pareha pod exponent. Kani, hindi pwede combine. Okay, so, itong buhaton, combine natin na. Summation from 0 to infinity. So, m plus r okay. Okay. So, mabili na ni m plus r times m plus r square. M plus r times negative plus ka ni, so cancel na ni siya. So, ngayon mo na lang, kanina lang itong i-add, minus mu squared am x m plus r plus, again ha, nisod ninyo ani, kani makancel ni kay, again ni, plus r times negative 1 plus this one, summation am x m plus r plus 2. Okay? Equal to 0. So, dili sila pareha sa index but lahi sila o exponent. Ang bato ni mo ni dapat parehasan naman ng exponent. Okay? So since para maparehas ang exponent, okay, so before nato ni iparehasan ng iyang mga index, we'll first simplify this one, no? So since common ang x to the r, so pwede nato na i-collect. So 0 is equal to x to the r. So we will collect x to the r. Okay. So this becomes summation of m plus r square minus mu square am x m, right? Plus summation am x m plus 2. Okay? So, i-divide natin by x to the r. Anyway, kaya equal to 0 na. This becomes 0 is equal to summation of m plus r square minus mu square am x to the m plus summation of m equals 0 am x m plus 2. Okay? So, medyo taas ng solution na eh. So this is x to the 0, x to the 2. So lahi sila og exponent. Okay, so ang buhaton again sa power series is let k equal to m plus 2, let k equal to m. Para yan eh. Therefore, m is k minus 2. Okay, so you have 0, k equal to 0, k plus r square minus mu square k sub k x to the k plus summation of when m equals 0, k equals 2, a of k minus 2 x to the k. Okay? So, mo na siya. So, 0 and m equals 0, k equals 2. So m is k x to the k. Tama? X to the k. Okay. X to the K. Okay, so para ano ni 0 man yung exponent diri 2. So dapat ato ni siyang i-shift up na to ang index ani. Muna to ning k equal to 2. So itong ipagawas tong k equal to 0 and k equal to 1. Okay, so when k equals 0, so may mo ning r squared minus b squared a0 times 1. And then plus k equal to 1, you have 1 plus r squared minus b squared a sub 1x plus this one, summation of k equal to 0 k, din na, k equal to 0, k equal to 2. Ito namang ipagawas ang 0 and 1. 1 k plus r squared a sub k x sub k plus summation of a sub k minus 2 x sub k. Okay, so pareha na. Parehag index. Squared. Pwede na i-combine. Okay. Ito na i-combine. So 0 r squared minus mu squared a naught plus 1 plus r squared minus mu squared a1x plus summation of k equal to 2 to the infinity kani mahimo ning k plus r squared minus mu squared a sub k plus a sub k minus 2 times x to the k. Okay? So, muna siya. Okay. So, para to sa book, ato ning i-change na to balik ning variable k to variable m. Dira na siya. No, para same na to sa book. A naught plus 1 plus r square minus mu square a1x plus summation m equal to 2 of m plus r squared a sub m plus a sub m minus 2 x to the m. Okay. So dapat kani sila para may mo na equal to 0, dapat 0 ni 0 nga term. Okay, again, so assumption sa Frobenius method, a naught is not equal to 0. So delete daw na sa 0. So dapat ang 0 is kani nga term kung dili ni 0, no? So therefore r squared minus mu squared is equal to 0. Therefore r is equal to positive, negative v o mu. Okay? So mo na siya. And then dire kani nga term balit nato ni. So kung equate nato nig 0, 1 plus r squared minus mu squared is equal to 0. So kung i-compare nimo ni is equal to 0. So kani nga term ba r squared minus mu squared pareha ba na ani? Dili, di ba? Kay na ay 1. Therefore kani siya nga term, dili ni pwede ma-equal to 0. No? Dili ni pwede ma-equal to 0. So, ang pwede ma-equal to 0 para ma-0 ni nga term is kani dapat. Kani. So, it goes to say that A1 is equal to 0. Okay, timana nyo, no? A1 is equal to 0. And then, makita na to later on nga A3, A5, A7 tanang add equal to 0 because of this one. So kani we will equate this one to 0. Okay? So na siyang i-equate to 0. So sa metabo. Sa metabo m plus r squared minus mu squared a sub m is equal to negative a m minus 2. Okay? So nang equate to 0. And then take note na r is equal to v. Ano yung r equal to v? So, if r is equal to v, may tabuan eh. Mahimuning, mahimuning m squared plus 2mv plus v squared na may minus v squared times a m is equal to negative a m minus 2. Tama? Kung ano ni so, taas na tayo. Okay. Therefore, a sub m is negative a m minus 2 over m squared plus 2mv. Right? Okay. Ana. So, mo na ang mga coefficient na to. Okay? Okay. So, you have okay, so take note that this is from 2 to infinity. So, the value of this one starts from 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay? So, let's plug in some values for these coefficients. Okay, so E0 is equal to A0, right? And based from this one, A1 is 0. Okay, so A sub 2 is therefore, let me erase this one. A sub 2, plug in, this becomes negative A0. You have, by the way, let's M now na to ang 2b plus m. 1. So this becomes m is 2, 2b plus 2. Or we could simplify this one as a0 2 squared b plus 1. Okay? A3, this becomes negative A1. We know that A1 is 0, so A3 is equal to 0. A4 negative A2 over 4 times 2B plus 4, right? Or this is just equal to, but we know that A2 is equal to this one. So, ato ni siyang plug in there. So, negative, negative, this becomes positive. AO 4 times 2 squared. This one. Ito ning igawas ning 2 dire. So, this becomes 8. Becomes 8. 8 B plus 2 and B plus 1. Ano sa itong ginabuhat dire is we're trying to get a pattern. Okay? Trying to get a pattern. So this becomes AO and then 2 to the 4, right? 2 to the 4. Okay, so pwede natin na siya i-arrange as ang isa ka 2 itong ibutang diri 2 cube man right? Ang 8 times 2 squared. So ato ning ibalhin ang isa ka 2 diri may mo ning 2 to the 4 times 2. B plus 2 B plus 1. Tama? Now, kaning 2 factorial is just 2 times 1, right? So, pwede na pareha ra ni siya, no? Butangan na to ni og factorial. May bawaan ra ninyo later on nga nung. Anyway, ang 2 og 2 factorial the same ra man na. Butangan na to ana. Kay later on magawas na siya sa pattern. Okay. So, muna siya ang A4, ang A6. Now, ang A5. Okay, A5. So, negative A3. We know that A3 is 0. Therefore, all they add the mga coefficients A1, A3, no, A5, A7, and so on is equal to 0. So, mabili na lang is ang puro even. So, proceed with A6. A6 is A6 is just A4. Negative A4 over 6 2B plus 6. Right? This is just negative A4. Pagawas na to ang 2. This becomes 12. 12B plus 3. Right? And then plug in ang value sa A4, which is this one. So negative A0, 12 times 2 to the 4 times 2 factorial B plus 3, B plus 2, B plus 1. Okay. So, sige pangita na to ani. This is just equal to ang 12. No, ang 12 is 4 times 3. Ang 4 is 2 squared times 3. Right? So, this becomes negative a0, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 2 is 2 to the 6, times 3 times 2 factorial is 3 factorial, b plus 3, b plus 2, b plus 1. So, kita na nato ang pattern, no? Ang pattern is, therefore, all the constant, all the variable na mga coefficients nimo is even naman ang naa. So, this becomes 2m. Ano man kay wala may labot ang mga add, no? Kung mag-substitute ka direct when m equals 0, so a0, when m equals 1, 2. 2 na dayon. So, muna siya, no? Basta even. M. And then, kita nato nga alternate ang value. Negative, positive, negative. So, you have negative 1. Okay. Negative 1 raised to m. No? And then, a0, unsa pa? You have, kung unsa ang iyaang value diri mo pod ang raise sa 2. So, unsa man na ni 2m. So, 2 raised to 2m times 3 factorial. So, unsa man na siya? Kung 6 dire, 3 factorial siya. So, nagikan kay ang a to the 6 is just equal to 2. Right? So, 2m equals 6. So, m equals 3. No? Same sa a4. Ang a4 pod, 2m equals 4. M equals 2. So, makita nato nga this is just m factorial. No? M factorial na siya. And then, b plus m, then magkagamay. So, b plus m minus 1, taman, mabot ka sa b plus 1. So, this is mo ni siya value sa imong coefficient. Okay? Unang value sa imong coefficient. Ito pa ni siyang i-simplify further. Na-simplify natin siya. Taon man. Para makakuha ta og general solution. Ang atong after ani is the general solution. Anong reason? Ay, gamay kayo itong board. Kung balik dari a to the 2m is equal to a sub 0 b plus m, b plus m minus 1, b plus 1. Okay? Okay. So, take note na ang ato ang gi-assume nga solution is summation of am x m plus r. Tama? So, muna itong i-assume. And then, ito ning multiplyan of 2 raised to v 2 raised to b for divide. So, wala ra kay gidugang. Mahimo ni siyang negative 1a. Ano man ga-multiply na to kay may ang kani siya x plus r. Di ba? We found out that r is equal to v. So, mahimo ra ni siyang x plus b. So, may m raman dire. So, mas maayo kung naapod siya. Pag-add na to ani na ibig component. Now, this is just manipulation sa mathematics. Anyway, wala man kay gidugang ani. So, 2 raised to b is of 0. Ay mo na ning 2m plus b times m factorial b plus m b plus 1. Okay. Ang nakagubot ani is kani nga term. Kani nga term. Mura sa factorial no kaya nagkagamay. Multiply na to ni siya by a gamma function. B plus 1 divided by. Okay, what is a gamma function? Gamma function ni siya tawag. Gamma function. Before tayo proceed sa solution, discuss ata sa gamma function. The gamma function is defined as the integral from 0 to infinity of tx minus 1 e negative t dt. Okay? So, muna siya ang definition sa gamma function. No? Now, kaning gamma function is related ni sa imo ang factorial, no? Or tawag na siya og na pi function. Related na silang duha. Yata mag-discuss ana. No? But let's start by getting the gamma of 1. So kung gusto mo ko ng gamma of 1, mo nang substitute diri ang x equals 1. So 0 to infinity, 1 minus 1 is 0. So t to the 0 is 1. So ang bilin is e negative t dt. Okay? So simplify ni. Answer ni is negative e negative t from 0 to infinity. E to the negative infinity is gamay kayo sa 0 minus e to the 0. E to the 0 is 1 times negative, so may maning 1. So gamma of 1 is 1. Okay? So muna siya. The gamma of 1 is 1. And then the gamma of 2. Gamma of 2. Dali na lang. Gamma of 2 is, again, ito na po ang substitute dali. 0 to infinity, t, 2 minus 1 man, so t to the 1. E negative t dt. So, kani siya, integration by parts, let u equal to t du dt. Integral of dv t dt. V is negative e to the negative t dt. So, this is just yun na lang, gamma of 2 uv. So, negative t e negative t and it's integral of v. Negative man eh, may plus. V, wala na din eh. Wala na. V du. Okay. From 0 to infinity. Kani evaluate po mo ni from 0 to infinity. Okay. Again, ang answer ani kay kuan man ni pareha ba ni ka ganina? Pareha ka ganina. Ang answer ani is 1. Kani plus answer ani is kani mo ni. Answer gapon ani is 1, di ba? Evaluate naman nato ni. So dili ni 1. Kani dili ni 1. Anyway, kani siya 1. So sa nang evaluate ha. So 0 naa man kay t. So, minus 0, 0 ra na siya. Plus 1. So gamma of 2 is 1. Okay. Gamma of 3. Ang gamma of 3 so chuchut na po na ni mo dira, mahimo na ng t squared, so taas na sa process. Ito na lang yung sulat ang answer. Ang gamma of 3 is 2. Okay, kung ano yung reason ha. Gamma of 1 is 1. Gamma of 2 is 1. Gamma of 3 is 2. Okay. What is the gamma of 4? Ang gamma of 4 is just 4 times gamma of 3. Ano did I? 3 times gamma of 3 day. Ang answer ni is gamma of 3 is 2. So ang answer ni is 6. Yun sa na kahitabo. Okay, in general gamma of n is equal to n minus 1 factorial. Ano na siya? N is so may tabuan kung 4 siya, gamma of 4 may mo na siyang n mo is equal to 4, right? So 4 minus 1 is 3 factorial. Or kung di na to i-involve ang factorial, gamma of n plus 1 is equal to n gamma of n. Okay? N gamma of n. Okay, so n, so meaning imong minusan og 1. Okay, so kung 4 na siya, so gamma of 4, gamma of 5. So ang gamma of 5 is n plus 1 is equal to 5. So therefore ang n din is 4. So ang gamma of 5 is just 4 gamma of 4. Tama? Tanaw na to. Ang gamma of 5 is 24. So 4 times gamma of 4 is 6. 24. Okay? Tama na siya. We have also gamma of mga integer man no? Integer man integer. So yan ang integer is whole number, no? Whole number. So it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apil ang negative 1, negative 2, basta whole number. We have also gamma of fraction, no? or non-integer. So, sample, gamma of 1/2. Ang gamma of 1/2, again, pwede ninyo i-substitute dire para solve ninyo. This is just equal to square root of pi. Ang gamma of square root of pi, gamma of 3 over 2 is, ito, base dire, n plus 1 is 3 over 2. So, n is 1/2. So, mahimo na siyang 1/2 gamma of 1/2. So, ang answer ani, gamma of 3 over 2 is 1/2 times square root of pi or square root of pi over 2. Tama? Gamma of 5 over 2. Gamma of 5 over 2 is 5 minus 2 minus 1 is 3 over 2. So, you have 3 over 2 gamma of 3 over 2. So, you have 3 over 2 times square root of pi over 2. So, you have 3/4 square root of pi. Okay? So, muna siya. Okay, so in general, ay formula diri sa gamma for na mga n over 2 gamma for n over 2 is equal to square root of pi n minus 2 double factorial over 2 n minus 1 over 2. Okay? So, unsa ning double factorial? Ang double factorial, di ba, ang normal na factorial is 5 factorial is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Kung 5 double factorial, may mo na siyang 5 tagduha times 3 times 1. So, mo na siya. So, ito nang itry. Gamma of 5 over 2 is square root of pi. Ang n mo is 5. So, 3 double factorial over 2. 5 minus 1, 4 over 2, 2 squared. So, 4. Square root of pi over 4 kani 3 double factorial is wala na ang 2. 3 times 1 na lang. 3 times 1 is 3. So, muna 3/4 square root of pi. Okay, so na may idea sa gamma function, no? Na may idea sa gamma function. So, ganito, gamma of n plus 1 is, ano, sanin mo nig 1, so n na lang, gamma of n. So, mahin mo na dere, negative 1 to the m, 2v, ao, retain ang gamma b plus 1 over kani, right? So, may mo ning 2m plus b times m factorial. Kani sila nga term, may mo ning gamma of b plus m plus 1. Nga naman, kay ang gamma b plus m plus 1 is, again, may nusan mo ni of 1, may mo ning b plus m, gamma of b plus m. So, unsa ang gamma of b plus m? May mo ning b plus m times, may nusan na po of 1, b plus m minus 1, gamma of b plus m minus 1 No? So nakita nimo nga na ano ni, taman sa kani siya mahunong na ni sa taman sa gamma of A plus 1. So kani mo na ni siya. Okay? Mo na siya. And then okay. A to the 2m. Medyo gubot paghapon kay kinahanglan ta makita og value sa AO. So to simplify this one, we let A sub O equal to 1 over 2v gamma of v plus 1. Okay, so unsa day mahitabo kung ilisa na to ni O 1 over 2v gamma v plus 1. Cancel na ni. May mo na din yung negative 1 to the m 2 m plus b dot m factorial gamma of b plus m plus 1. Okay, so this is now your coefficient. Again, dili pa ni mong solution. Kaya ang solution is y AO plus series man na. No? So, ito ning i-plug in dire. Plug in nato ni dire. Okay. So, na ito na pagbuhat. Ito na i-resolve sa daan. Okay. Ayan, di na ito na i-resolve. Ato ning i-expand. Y is equal to itong i-substitute ang 0 para makakuha tayo solution niya. So when m equals 0, so we have a0 xv. xv. Okay, so ito na yung expand. Y is equal to a0 xb plus a1 x b plus 1 a2 x b plus 2 a3 x b plus 3 a4 x b plus 4. Okay? But then again, we know that ang kani mga add 0 ni. Collect na to ang xv. You have a0 plus a2 x squared plus a4x fourth plus a6 x6 plus so on. Okay? I-plug in na to mga values sa inyong coefficient. xv 1 over ito 2v gamma of b plus 1 plus okay, ang a2 delete na to ang a2 but ang a2 is ito a2 is negative ao 2 squared b plus 1 b plus 1. Okay? At multiply atong plug in ang AO, diba ang AO is 1 over 2v gamma b plus 1. So this becomes negative 1 over b plus 2 b plus 1 no. Ang b plus 1 gamma b plus 1 ano na siya? This is equal to gamma b plus 2. Ano naman? Gamma b plus 2. So ito, minusan nimo ni 1. So may mo paggawas nimo b plus 1 gamma b plus 1. So mo ni siya. So mahimo na dining gamma b plus 2. So you have again negative minus x squared 2b plus 2 gamma b plus 2. Okay? Plus A4. Saan ang value sa A4? Ang A4 is A0 2 to the 4 times 2 factorial b plus 2 b plus 1. Okay? And again, multiplyan og AO 2v gamma b plus 1. Okay. You have 1 over you have b plus 4 2 factorial and then kani we know that ang kani siya b plus 1 gamma b plus 1 is gamma b plus 2, but then again multiplyan pa nimo og b plus 2 diri may mo ning gamma b plus 3, so may mo ning x to the 4th 2b plus 4 times 2 factorial gamma b plus 3 minus makita nimo nga naanay pattern no? Kung unsa ang exponent diri mo po diri m factorial. Okay, so bato na ni is therefore kanili siya ang solution niya is y is just summation of xv tama xv. Ang pattern ani niya kung na lang isulat is again alternating series negative 1 to the m x b plus 2m b plus 2m all over 2b plus 2m m factorial gamma b plus m plus 1. Okay? Muna ni ang imo ang first particular solution of the first kind. Tama ba? When m equals 0, so positive. Negative 1 to the 0 is 1. xv over 2v gamma b plus 1. X equals to x equals 1 negative 1 b plus 2 over 2b plus 2 1 factorial b plus 2. Okay, so mao na ni ang imo ang first solution when when r equals to v, but naman kay other solution r equal to negative v. Okay, so again kung going the same process no katong taas kay nga process atong gibuhat, we found out that by the way kani siya nga term kani siya is denoted as g of v of x, no? G of v of x. So ang imong general solution would be c1 C1 G V of X plus C2 J of negative V of X. Kasi makuha nimo diri. No, kung imo ning sulbo na pod ang J negative V of X, this is equal to, okay, so this is the value of J negative V of X. So take note, kani nga solution will result when V is not an integer. Not an integer. Sabot ana, kung fraction gani ang imong V equals 1/2, 1/3, saba, mo na imong general solution. Now, unsa may general solution nimo? Wala na i-reason ha? When if V is an integer, your general solution would be C1 J V of X plus Y of V of X. Y of V of X. Unsa po ng Y V of X? Ang value ana niya is, okay, so this is your Y V of X, no? Now, if V is an integer, so 1, 2, 3, kanimong general solution. Okay? So, unsa maning J V of X, J negative V of X. So, ang imong buhaton na is, imo nang i-plug in dere, no? Imo na i-plug in dere, no, para makuha ang value ani. Okay. Take note, di ba? Kaya ang imo ang Bessel equation is x squared y double prime plus xy prime plus ano to? X squared minus v squared y equal to 0. Okay. So this is your Bessel equation. Now all you need to do is pormahon nimo siya nga ninani. Ninani gid exactly ninani. Then makuha na nimo ang v diri. No, kung makuha nimo ang v diri, mo na dai ang gamiton nimo diri sa gv of x, diba? Kay mo man eh. Imo na din ang v, plug in na nimo diri. Okay? So, let's have an example. Let's have an example of, okay, so let's have an example. Prove that the value of j 1/2 of x is square root of 2 pi x sin x. So j 1/2 of x meaning j v of x. So ang v nimo is 1/2. Okay? So yung buhaton na is, diba? Jv of x is, so ganito itong equation, negative 1 to the m x m plus 2v over 2 m plus 2v m factorial gamma of b plus m plus 1. Tama? Okay, so this is summation from 0 to infinity. Okay, so atong buhaton ani is take note, no, i-prove na to nga ang value aning j1 up is kani. Take note na sin x is ang value ana niya is x over 1 factorial minus x cube 3 factorial plus x to the 5 factorial minus. Okay? So mo ni ato ang target, no? Mapurma nato sa ninana. So to sa ning country. J before nato i-plug in ang 1/2 dere, to sa ning i-expand. Mahimo ning negative 1 to the 0 0 ay 1 and then x to the 2v over 2 to the 2v gamma of b plus 1 gamma of b plus 1 2v ba? Tama ba ng 2v? Ay dili 2m plus v. Check sana ako. Okay, so 2m plus b. Sorry, 2m plus b. And then 2m plus b. So this becomes x to the v. 2 to the v. Okay. And then minus m equals 1 minus x 2 plus v over 2 plus b 1 factorial 1 gamma v plus 2, right, plus 2, so x b plus 4 na lang yun, balikan natin plus 4 pareham na. Para pareha dali. B plus 4 2 b plus 4 2 factorial gamma b plus 3. Okay? Okay. Dugang patag isa. X equal to 3. M equal to 3. So you have x b plus 6 2b plus 6 3 factorial gamma b plus 4. Okay. Plus that. Okay. Collect na to ang xv 2 to the v. Collect na to na. No? And then collect po na to ang gamma b plus 1. So you have 1 minus 1 minus x squared over 2 squared. Na take note kaning gamma, i-collect na to ang gamma b plus 1. Ang gamma b plus 2 is equal to b plus 1 gamma b plus 1. So pag collect na to ani b plus 1 ang mabilin sa ubos. B plus 1. Okay? Tama? Gamma b plus 1 minus plus x to the 4th Remember, kanitong target to. 2 to the 4th times 2 factorial. Ang gamma b plus 3, gamma b plus 3 is equal to gamma b equal to b plus 2 gamma b plus 2. Take note, ang gamma b plus 2 is so b plus 2 b plus 1 gamma b plus 1. Collect na to ni kanina lang mabilin b plus 2 b plus 1 minus x to the 6 okay. Okay, patayin na lang ni 2 to the 6 times 3 factorial is 3 times 2. Kani, again, same logic ani, mahimo running b plus 3, b plus 2, b plus 1. Okay? And then, plug in na natin ito ang value sa v, which is 1 half. Okay, so mahimo ning but before we do that, before natin nabuhaton, multiply sa natin ng x over x. Ano man kay cube man ako. So mahimo na ning x to the 1 half 2 to the 1 half times ang x nimo times x gamma of 1 half plus 1 is gamma of 3 over 2 is itong gamma of 3 over 2. This is just equal to square root of pi over 2. So mahimo ning square root of pi over 2. Okay? Mahimo na ning kaning multiply 3 ng x minus x cube over dapat mahimo siyang 3 factorial. So mahimo ning 2 squared times 1 half plus 1. Ilang 1 half plus 1? 3 over 2. So mahimo ning 3 over 2. 3 over 2. So cancel. Mahimo ni 3 times 2 is 3 factorial. So 3 times 2 is 3 factorial. Mahimo ning 3 factorial plus x to the 5 kay ato ning diri b plus 2 1 half plus 2 times 3 over 2 ilan ni 5 over 2 5 over 2 3 over 2 15 over 4 15 over 4 may mo ning 2 to the 4 times 2 15 over 4 but gusto nato ni mahimong 5 factorial. So mahimo ning ang 5 is ang 2 to the 4th is 4 times 4 cancel lang isa mahimo na ning x to the 5 15 is 5 times 3 5 times 3 times 4 times 2 this is 5 factorial. Mahimo ning 5 factorial minus x7 inyo nang i-times ni mahimo po ning 7 factorial. So makita ninyo nga kani siya, this is na sin x na ni. Sin x. Kanina lang atong i-manipulate na mahimong ani. So 1/2 minus 1 mahimo nang 1 no. Then kani 2 butang sa taas. So 2 over 2 to the 1/2. 2 to the 1/2. And then kani 1/2 minus 1. So meaning x to the 1/2. Square root of pi. Simplify nimo ni, mahimo na dahil ning 1 minus 1/2 is square root of 2. Tama. Mahimo na sa square root of 2 pi x times ani sin x. Okay? So mo na siya. Okay. Mo na siya. Medyo taas ka nga process. Taas na process, no? Okay, verify. For your assignment, solve that man j negative 1/2 of x is equal to, okay, so for verify that j negative 1/2 of x is equal ani. No, so ang gamiton ninyo is katong j negative v of x. So this is your assignment. Okay? So since kabalo naman mo evaluate, diba, ang general solution is c1 j of v of x plus c2 j negative v of x for v not an integer. Not an integer. Example kanina, v equals 1/2. Not integer. Okay, then ang isa ang general solution is c1 j v of x y v of x. Okay, so let's have this example, no? You have this equation x to the x squared xy prime plus x squared minus 1/4 y equal to 0, no? So this is Bessel equation. So ang buhatan na is determine what is b. Ang v nimo is kani, diba? X squared minus v squared. So v squared is 1/4 or v equals positive negative 1/2. No? So therefore your general solution will be c1 j v of x because not an integer man eh. Not an integer. So kani ang gamiton. Plus c2 j negative v of x. So this is c1 j 1/2 of x plus c2 j negative 1/2 of x. Okay? We know that ang j 1/2 of x is square root of 2 over pi x sin x. Diba? Kani c2 square root of 2 over pi x cosine x. So this is now your general solution, no? So dali na ta nakakuha ani kay naka-blue na ta ani. Pero kung another value na po na medyo taas kay yung process. Okay. How about this equation, x squared y double prime plus xy prime plus x squared minus 9y. Therefore, your v squared is 9, so v is positive negative 3. So this is an integer. V is, for your general solution would be y is equal to c1 j3 of x plus c2 y 3 of x. Right? So mo na siya. Okay? Muna na yung general solution. So, gusto ka, imo na po ning i-plug in atong na ay summation of taas kayo. Okay, so na ay mga equation na sample kani. Dili dayon siya okay, dili nimo ma-visualize dayon na Bessel equation. Diba? Ang Bessel equation is dapat naniman y double prime plus x squared minus b squared y. So, dapat kani ma-transform ni mga ani gid forma. So, imong buhaton na is you can let transform this variable into another variable. So, kani daw, let y equal to x squared u. Ang question kay ginsa ni pagkuhang x squared u. Anyway, na may mas sayo na pamaagi later on. Again, y prime is second the first plus first the second to u plus saan eh? Sige, plug in mo na diri. You'll get minus 27x to xu plus x squared u prime plus squared u. X squared u. Simplify din mo ni. Ito na kung ano. Anyway, pag simplify ni mo ani, kani mong makuha. Asa kani? 9x to the fourth u double prime plus 9 minus Okay. Divide na to ni 9x squared. May mong x squared plus x u prime plus x squared minus 1 over 9 u. Okay, so this is now a Bessel equation. No, this is a Bessel equation with v is equal to 1/3. Take note, this is not an integer, so ano yung general solution? The general solution would be u of x, okay, u man ang itong variable, c1 j 1/3 of x plus c2 j negative 1/3 of x. Okay, but take note, ang original na ito nga variable is y. So, ito nang ibalik sa y. No? Let, so ito, let na ito ang y equal to x squared u. Para may muning y of x. Ito na multiplyan o u man na, u. Multiplyan na ito x squared. So, may muning c1 x squared j 1/3 x plus c2 x squared j negative 1/3 of x. Okay? Okay. Muna na mo ang solution. Again, pwede nyo na expand itong na-summation. So, again, take note, ang objective ragid na to ani is kung naa kay equation, no, differential equation, makakita ka og general solution in the form of y as a function of x. More gid ni siya. So, ang question ka ganina is, yun sa pagkuha. Kuha na, trial and error gid niya, no? So, na another way, mas dali siya, ma-arrive yapon ta sa solution. So, sa buhaton, use this template. Kani nga template, oh. Okay, so we can use this template. Ani. So ang unang buhaton nimo is pormahon nimo nga kaning equation din ani. So pormahon nimo din ani. And then naa kay pila ni ka variable 1 2 3 pat ka variable. Pangitaon nimo ang mga value ani variable, and then pag makuha to nimo, plug in na din mo diri, makuha na din ang solution. So let's try this. So na ni. Let's try this equation. 9 x squared y double prime minus 27 xy prime plus 9x squared equal to 0. Again, ang sagot itong answer ka ganina. Ang answer ka ganina is y of x squared c1 x squared j 1/3 of x plus c2 x squared j. Okay. So, mo na tong objective na makuha. Okay, so formahan na to ni ani. So na ako ni. Divide ni og 9 x squared, you have y double prime minus 3 over x y prime plus 1 plus 35 over 9. 35 over 9 x squared y equal to 0. Okay? So, ano ni? Forma na to. Therefore, pangkuha na to ang mga coefficient variable. Therefore, ang 1 minus 2 is equal to plus man. So, may mo na plus, then negative. So, negative 3 din eh. Tama? Kanya itong tanawan. So, A equals to. Tama. A equals to. Aray. A is equal to 2. Next variable is yan eh. So, ang V squared C squared is 1. V squared C squared is equal to 1. Yan eh, kay x to the 0 man eh. X to the 0. Diba kay walay x. So, mahimo ning ang 2c minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, c is equal to 1. Kung c equals to 1, plug in the ray, b is equal to 1. 1, 2, 3. P na lang itong kulang. So, ang P, dali na ito makuha. A squared minus P squared, C squared equal to 35 over 9. So, you have ang sin mo 1. Mayroon yung negative P squared 35 over 9 minus ang A 2 minus 4. So, pila ni? 35 over 9 minus 4. Negative 1, 9. So, P squared. So, P is equal to 1/3. Okay? So, nakuha na ito mga variable. Plug in na ito. Dere. So, you have y. A ni ha. X to the A. A ni mo is 2. So, x squared. C1 J of 1/3. V ni mo, ang B ni mo is 1. So, x. Plus C2. Again, take note. Take note ano yung equation. Again, sa ganing general solution when V is integer. Kung dili integer ang V, like 1/3, ilisan ni mo niyo plus C2 J negative P BX to the C. Lisdan ni mo na. Okay? So, dili man ning integer, so kanitong gamiton. May mong J negative 1/3 of X. So, kung tanaw ni mo, kung kani, same rang answer. Dali ra kayo siya. No? So, naay mga equation na makuhaan. So, I guess they are tataman and practice solving kay medyo taas yung solution.